Georgia 12-1 coming into this game of the Orange Bowl against Michigan 12-1. Michigan is the Big Ten champion. Georgia got thumped by Alabama in the SEC championship game. I'm looking at Michigan as a one-trick pony. They run the ball extremely well. Hassan Haskins done a terrific job with Blake Corum running the ball. That's the reason why they're in this game, because their offensive line's played extremely well. Aiden Hutchinson, the defensive end, terrific at that position. He broke the Michigan single-season passing sack record that his father had, coach at Michigan. And you look at them, they're well rounded. I think if you look at what Harbaugh's done with this year, he should be coach of the year. He changed his coaching staff, different philosophy. They're a run-first team. They go throwback like Jim Harbaugh used to do at Stanford. Give me those tight ends. Give me those backs downhill running with a big offensive line. But they're going to be facing one big guy in the middle in Jordan Davis, and he scooped up a lot of defensive awards for this Georgia Bulldog football team.
I think Georgia is a very impressive football team. You mentioned about their defense. Stetson Bennett, the quarterback, thrown for over 2,300 yards. He's thrown for 24 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions, but I still believe J.T. Daniels is a better quarterback. Of course, that's just my estimation, but they're not going to play him. They're going to play Stetson Bennett. And consequently, I think that they are vulnerable. I say that. They do have a committee, but White has been the main guy on that. When you look at on defense, unbelievable on defense. But Michigan is a surprise team, Mark. They're an underrated football team. I did not think they would go on and have the type of year they had. When in their second or third football game this year, they lost a wide receiver, Bell, and punt returner, kickoff. He was their big play man. I mean, he was explosive altogether. Now they don't have that big explosiveness. But when you look at number 97, he coached against his father, who was a great football player, but he was an interior defensive lineman. Outstanding. You couldn't even hold him. He was so quick. But I think McNamara really has done a very good job. 2,400 yards plus is impressive. 15 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, but he's completing 66% of his passes, and it's a lot of play-action passes. Haskins is an underrated running back, Mark. He has over 1,280 yards, 20 touchdowns. They don't have great receiver, although Johnson has 38 catches, 609 yards, 3 touchdowns, etc. But Michigan is a very confident football team right now. Let's remember this, that they found a way to win and when they beat Ohio State, that was impressive to me. That convinced me that Michigan belongs there. Now, here's the thing. Georgia wants to get rid of that loss to Alabama. They want a replay. They're going to be fired up. Is Michigan going to go into this game very content? Hey, we won the Big Ten championship. We made the playoff. We won 12-1. Or are they looking and saying, and that isn't enough. We want to win it all. That's what we're going to find out. But I do believe Georgia wins 27-20.
I'm looking at this game, and the one thing I like about Georgia is they're keeping their defensive coordinator, Dan Lanning, throughout the playoff. He's now the head coach of Oregon. So they've got the continuity, the consistency on defense to stay there. It's the number 1 scoring defense in the country. I think Georgia is going to stuff Michigan. They're going to stop the run, and that's going to leave Michigan in a hole that they're going to have to throw the ball that they're not comfortable doing. They're going to have to play come from behind football. I got Georgia winning this game, covering a 7.5 in this game, Coach. I got Georgia winning this game 34-19.
Here's the problem with a defensive coordinator took another job. I've been in that situation. Yeah, they're going to be undivided attention when they're on the field and when they're in a meeting, no doubt about it. However, his heart is in Oregon. Make no mistake about it. He's worried about who's going to be on his staff. What about recruiting? How do I get my wife out there and my family? We got to sell a house. We got to buy. There's a million different things, and his heart is in Oregon already. Now, his body's going to be in Georgia, and he will give his undivided attention. But, Mark, it's not like it was before because his loyalty is to Georgia, but his heart's in Oregon.